All right, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Kashakwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. And this lesson, I'm going to name this thing the principal things, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the scripture at hand, what you see on the screen. It says, Ecclesiasticus 39 and 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. Okay, so I'm gonna just jump to Matthew chapter 3. And I'm gonna go to the fourth verse, because this is an example of how this was being played out. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 3 verse 4. And the same John, this is speaking of John the Baptist, had his raiment of camel's hair, so he had his clothing, okay, in a leathern girdle about his loins, and his meat was locusts and wild honey. All right, and honey. Okay, so again, this is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of grape, which is wine, and oil and clothing. So I took it upon myself to look up the benefits of raw honey, and it says 8 health benefits of raw honey: healthy weight management, counters pollen allergies, natural energy source, antioxidant, powerhouse, sleep promoter, wound and if I'm pronouncing that right, ulcer healer, diabetes aids, and natural cough syrup. So those are benefits of using raw honey. And here are some benefits of wine. Okay, it says the benefit: reduces heart attack risk, lowers a risk of heart disease, reduces risk of type 2 diabetes, lowers risk of stroke, cuts risk of cataracts, okay, cuts risk of colon cancer, slows brain decline. So that's what's good, okay? That's what wine does for you. And it says cuts risk of cataracts, and that's like cataracts, if I'm not mistaken, is like the dimness of the eyes. Okay, I get a quick scripture on that. This is Exodus chapter 40. Bear with me. Let's see. I had to find it. This is because I want to get the scripture where it speaks of how Moses, departed. If I can find it. Here, let me just try to find it real quick. Bear with me, Aki. Nah, never mind. I think it's Deuteronomy. I may be tripping. At the last chapter, not Exodus. Let's see. Here we go. It says Deuteronomy 34 and 7. It says, and Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eye was not dim, nor his natural force abated. So he could still move like a young man at the age of 120. Because at the age of 80, he was still going to war. Okay, and it says his eyes was not dim, so he didn't have that cataracts. You know, Israelites drank wine, man, and that's a benefit of wine. Okay, so back to Ecclesiasticus 39:26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of grape wine, and oil and clothing. Okay, and so so the word principle, okay, this word means first or highest in rank, importance, value, chief, foremost. Okay, so it's the important things for the whole man, for the whole use of man's life, and it names you the things. Okay, but the one main thing, that's another principle in of this definition, is of the highest rank and value, and the chief thing, first and foremost, is this: Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Okay, so this is the conclusion. This is the end all be all. Okay, so let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, Salat, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That's right. And since, I looked up the benefits of, milk and honey, a few things that are in this scripture, here's the benefits of keeping the duty of keeping the commandments. Here's the benefits of it, okay? Of fearing the Lord too and keeping his commandments. So this is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 1 verse 12. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart, and giveth joy and gladness in a long life. So that's a benefit of fearing the Lord and keeping his commandments. Okay, here's one more scripture and I'm gonna close it out. It says, my son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. Verse 2, for length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. So the benefits of fearing the Lord and keeping his commandments and making that your whole duty and the principal thing, in turn, you get a long life, you get peace, okay? And length of days should be added unto you, and also a merry heart and joy and gladness in a long life, okay? If you keep the commandments of the Lord, because ultimately, if you keep them to the best of your ability, you will get salvation, man. Because you're fearing the Lord, you're keeping his commandments, you're doing what he says, and you're making your call and election sure. Everything falls into place. Because if you do that, have fear in the Lord and keep his commandments, you have faith. And your faith is going to continue to grow. And faith is what's going to get you out of here, man. Because you believe in the Lord, man. Okay, so that is the principal thing. I'm going to read it again. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. And you'll be all right, man. You will get a long life, an infinite amount of days added unto thee. Okay, and you will be merry in heart and joyful, especially when we're in the kingdom. All right. So, giving all praises, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144. And I pray that this was edifying to your brothers, man. Okay? Shalom.